Bibliophiles of the internet, my name is Adriana and today I'm here to do sort of a dual review of two manga bind-ups that I recently finished. The first of which is Fullmetal Alchemist by Hiromu Arakawa. The other manga bind-up duology that I just finished that I also want to talk about in this video is called Doubt. In a perfect world, I would have had a physical copy of Doubt in my hand right now, but the delivery man is playing with my heart today, and I don't appreciate it. Also, I didn't really have too much to say about both of these series, but I did really enjoy both of them, and I want to recommend them to you and tell you what they're all about, so that's why I'm doing this dual review today. First of all, let's talk about this one that I've been waving around for the past few minutes, and like I said already, this is Fullmetal Alchemist by Hiromu Arakawa, and this is the first bind-up of the first 3 volumes in the series. Fullmetal Alchemist is an action and fantasy type of series, and this series specifically follows the Elric brothers, Edward and Al. They are both very young and very talented alchemists. As alchemists, there are some things that are forbidden or taboo, and one of those things is to try and bring back another human being. But when the Elric brothers lose their mother, they make an attempt at human transmutation, which is basically they try to bring her back from the dead. However, this attempt goes extremely wrong, and in the process, some of their limbs are sacrificed in the transmutation and their lives are basically changed forever. And the whole story follows the Elric brothers as they try not only to find a way to regain their original bodies, but also as they and other characters try to figure out the secrets of the Philosopher's Stone, which if you have read like Harry Potter, you already know the Philosopher's Stone is basically a means to eternal life. As I've said in videos past, and as you may or may not be aware, I am the co-moderator of the Booktube Manga Club, and this is our August pick of the month. BT Dubs, link to the Goodreads group will be in the description. You should totally join. In case you can tell by all these tabs over here, I am really enjoying reading through this. My favorite part about it is that it's equal parts action and equal parts humor, which I did not expect going into it. And as the series continues, there are more and more inside jokes, and the characters like to tease one another and rag on one another, and there are just some completely outrageous parts, and it's very, very funny and entertaining to read. Another thing that I really like about this series is that it's really well paced, and all of the storylines and the characters are very well developed. From what I've seen so far, there's also a lot of really well-timed backstory, and to me that helps really emotionally build the story, and that helps me to care about the characters and their goals and what they're doing. So basically, I'm really loving everything that's going on with the story. It's very interesting, and I like how there's a lot of action, but at the same time the story makes me feel all of the things. So I think it's safe to say that I really do recommend this series, especially if you are someone who's again looking for a starting point in manga and anime, and I gave this first bind-up 4.5 out of 5 stars. So the second series that I wanted to talk about today is called Doubt, or more commonly known as Rabbit Doubt. So this is more of a horror, thriller, slasher type of manga series. So in this story, there is a viral video game that a lot of people in Japan love to play on their cell phone. Basically, in this game, the players play as rabbits, and among them there is a wolf. This wolf is disguised as a rabbit, and the job of the wolf is, as the name suggests, to create doubt among the rabbits so that they will eventually kill each other off as they try to figure out who is the wolf. And one day a group of players decide to meet up in real life. They're getting to know one another, they're talking to each other, they're having a grand old time, singing karaoke and whatnot, when suddenly they black out, and when they come to, they're in this abandoned sort of warehouse place. And they realize that whoever put them there is trying to emulate the game in real life. So the killer is among one of the players who met up in this group, and they have to figure out who it is before they all get killed. First, before I say anything else, I have to say that I first heard about this series on Sue's channel. I will leave a link to that down below. She is fabulous. I haven't even been following her for that long, and I've I've already just discovered so many awesome, obscure manga series, and Doubt is one of those that without her help, I would have never found it at all. This series really reminded me of the Saw movies franchise, just kind of like these people waking up in these mysterious places and someone being like, do you want to play a game? This series is really creepy, but strangely addicting. I wouldn't necessarily say that the writing and the dialogue is that compelling in this series. I would definitely say it's more of an image-driven series, and the artwork and the setting is really creepy, and there are these details that really capture your attention. And it's those things that keep your heart racing and keep you invested in the series and keep you wanting to know who did it and who's the wolf, who's the killer, and what's going on. So the tension level in Doubt is definitely excruciating. And what I really love about the series is that it keeps you on your toes, it keeps you guessing. And I really love that just like the players or the characters in this story, you don't know who the wolf is, you don't know who to trust, you don't know where your loyalties should lie or if you should be invested in one character over another. Just like the title of the series suggests, it really plants those seeds of doubt in you as the reader, which I think is really cool. I think it was definitely a really solid horror, slasher, mystery kind of story. And once again, I really think this is a really great series to start with if you don't know anything about manga or anime and you're looking for some kind of starting point. I read both bind-ups in 24 hours time, and I gave the first one 4.5 stars and I gave the second one 4 stars because I just slightly liked the first volume better. If you have read either one of these series, please feel free to talk with me about them in the comments. Or conversely, if you are now interested in starting either one of these series because of this video, please let me know in the comments as well. So that's it for me and these reviews today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. I will catch you on the flip side of the page.